So Miriam, who I know and we work with, her organization on many different aspects of what goes on in the community, helping people out, finding jobs and so forth. I'll let her talk about JobTrain. They've been around since '64, I believe.
Yes.
And they do a lot of good work. But let me talk a little bit about Miriam. And you'll find she's extremely energetic. And I was just mentioning to her at the table that my awareness of JobTrain in terms of what they do and in the community has increased significantly since she started. You'll see with her energy why that's the case. She's an experienced healthcare worker and professional, medical sales representative who transferred her skills to JobTrain clients as a job development specialist, specialist counselor, and is currently working as an outreach specialist. I can't speak this morning. Spreading awareness about JobTrain services throughout the Bay Area. She's from the San Francisco Bay Area. She has a Bachelor's of Science in Marketing from Notre Dame. She's working on a lot of different certifications at the moment. I don't know when she has time to sleep. But Miriam, I'm glad you're here. Come on up and talk about it.
Thank you all. I'm just so proud to be here, so thank you. I'm honored. I'm going to go over JobTrain and all of the services that we offer, so you guys can ask me some questions at the end, okay? So, JobTrain has been in existence since 1964, so over 50 years of training offered to students that are interested in gaining skills and transferring those skills, or learning how to do new skills and doing an externship at the end of each program. We started in 1964 in Philadelphia. The first OIC, which is what JobTrain was known as, OIC, actually started there in Philadelphia by Reverend Leon Sullivan. And then Father John Sweeney, who is from the East Palo Alto area, started and expanded, and now we're known as JobTrain. So he expanded OIC and it became OICW, changed the name to JobTrain. So JobTrain is actually an accredited private post-secondary education institution. We're a nonprofit located in Menlo Park. And that's not too far from the Facebook area, by the way. Our mission is to help those most in need to succeed. Our philosophy, basically to help those that are looking for the opportunity to feel motivation or feel that motivation to strive and with support, move forward. JobTrain Career Education Program. So, as I mentioned before, we're actually a nonprofit career educational institution, and we're funded through grants, fundraisers, and donor support. The cost of JobTrain is not passed to our trainees. In fact, I often tell students, yeah, it's amazing. Everything is at no cost to you. And all is completely covered. And that, what I mean by that is uniforms, books, boots. For example, the construction class, the carpentry class, books, boots, overalls, tools, hard hat. For the medical assistants, all their uniforms. In fact, in the construction program, we actually cover their union dues. And in some, for the top students, for the carpentry students, we help them as well with their union dues. So they don't feel the stress of having to pay back a loan or get in debt. The cost of, I'm sorry, I went over that. So information is also shared with our funders. We share this information. For example, they like to know how many students have been placed in jobs. So we report the percentages of students that have actually completed a JobTrain program and then have actually gone to find an employment and have retained employment after a year and then after. The cost of JobTrain to students, $0. They don't have to pay a dime. But if you were to compare to other schools, this is an example here of what it would cost to train students doing similar programs. For example, medical assisting, or our IT support and services. These are basically comparisons.
Wow.
Yeah.
My son went to Hills College, that's why I was thinking of that. Wow.
And probably paying back that loan still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he paid it off, but yes, he had to pay back.
Yeah. So in this case, they get their training and they can move along without having to pay it back. All right.
Yeah.
Career training pathways. So we've got the medical field, medical assistant, and certified nurse's assistant. By the way, for the medical assistant program, we actually have students go to Stanford as well as Kaiser Hospital to do their training. For the certified nurse's assistant, we actually work with a skilled nursing facility to have them train there. And for culinary arts, we work with staffing agencies or tech companies such as Facebook, Google, that actually hire our students to work in their commercial kitchen. IT support and services. We have that as a new program. We actually started this program after our Salesforce program. This program, we train them and then they go on to working for tech companies. We're looking forward to working with Box and VMware and other tech companies to actually have them do hands-on training and then hire them. In the construction trades, we have the construction fundamentals and carpentry. And for those programs, we're supported by the local unions for both construction and carpentry. And when they're done, they work directly for the union and get sent out to different places around the area. There's a lot of building happening, so a lot of those are job-trained students, or graduates, I should say. Training cycles are every March, June, September, and December. So our classes are actually 11 weeks long. Full-time, Monday through Friday, with an exception of our medical assisting program that's offered in the evening. So that's Monday through Thursday, Monday through Thursday, 3 to 8:30 p.m. Students must complete a cycle, and when they're completed, they actually are awarded with a certificate of achievement, and hopefully they get to ring a bell, because we have a bell at JobTrain, to show that they've gotten a job, or they've graduated, they've achieved their goal in finding that great job. We've served, since 2017, 7,393 people, students. Who are job-trained students? As you can see, it's broken down here in percentages: 66 adults, percentage of adults, 34 youths. Youths meaning 17 to 24 years of age. 67% are unemployed. 18% do not finish high school, but by the way, we have a GED program, so we help them with that. Public assistance, 23%, 95% very and extreme low income, and 34 are formally incarcerated. As you can see here in this picture, we actually in the background have a bell. And like I mentioned before, when they get that job, they ring the bell, everybody stops what they're doing, we all come together and we congratulate the student or graduate. Sometimes they get hired before they finish a program, so yeah, so that's okay. We give, it's kind of a little corny, but we give them their payday. It's a little payday bar, so it's their payday. All right. We have 7.8% full-time vocational training. And by the way, these are pictures here of a JobTrain career fair, and here, this is a picture of our daycare, our child care center, which I'll go over. It's under supportive services. 2.3, job placement services. 14.4, supportive services and job center. 4.6, skills upgraded or upgrade training. 42% job fairs and employee recruitment, 1.5 child development and youth services, 11% initial services, and 16.4 for workshops. So we're out there really making a difference, trying to change lives. Special partnerships. So we've partnered with the County Sheriff's Department, Corrections. We have a work furlough program where before clients are released, some of them are in the county jail. Before they are released, they're actually doing JobTrain services. So, or receiving JobTrain services, I should say. So when they're done, they actually get out of jail and they have a job, which is really important, right? For what I hear in the carpentry and in the construction trades, if they get into the union, they get about 25 per hour, somewhere around there, give or take.
At least.
Yeah, to start. And we also help them with other services, helping them find housing, helping them with other services that they might need to survive. The Carpenters Union, Local 217, Laborers Union, Local 261. They pair up with us or partner up with us. Stanford, Kaiser Hospitals, VMware, San Mateo Credit Union, and Atherton Healthcare.
What's VM? Where?
VMware is a tech company. That's where we send students for the IT tech program that we have. Yeah. Youth services. Again, these are students that are 17 to 24 in San Mateo County. We go over all these different skills so that we prepare them. And I want to say something else in regards to the skills that they go over. Besides all of this, they also are trained in how to interview, how to go out and how to prepare themselves, how to dress for an interview, the kinds of questions, we coach them, the kinds of questions they'll be asked for an interview or in an interview, just different things to actually prepare them. Every week they get some sort of training on top of all the other training that they're receiving. This is the Success Rings Troop. This is the bell that I was telling you about. It's back here. Again, students get to ring the bell once they graduate or finish getting that job, and everyone gathers, and then they receive the candy bar their first payday. So additional services that we offer, supportive services. Supportive services basically offers them information on housing, legal services. We work with CLESPA. It's a legal aid in East Palo Alto that helps students or clients, and they don't have to actually be students for these programs, these services, by the way. Clients may receive information on expungement, or what if they're being evicted from their home. They get information on their rights and just besides that, information on Medi-Cal and how to apply for Medicare if they need that, or other programs. We have EDD in our building. So what I mean by that is the Employment Development Department, State of California, works actually right next door to my office. So when clients, for example, lose their jobs, or if they find out about JobTrain just because they lost their job, they go straight to EDD, I come to them and I present JobTrain services, and that's an opportunity for them to actually learn something new, get into a training program and find a different kind of career, or use those transferable skills and go to a new place of employment so that they have other experiences. We have the on-site preschool. That's actually by sliding scale. So clients are reviewed and they are charged a low fee. So it depends also on their income, and they pay by sliding scale. We have wellness services offered through Stanford Hospital. We have a therapist on staff, which offers 6 free visits per client, and those services, again, completely free. Legal advice, I already went over that. Evening classes, we offer ESL, English classes, computer literacy in English and in Spanish, GED classes, offered Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Fridays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And those services for GED and tutoring are offered through 5 Keys Charter. We have a resource center, that's where I work out of, and that's where we help clients with the interview skills, the resume writing. We have the equipment that they may need to look for a job, all the computers, the fax machines, the copiers, things like that. We also have an offer of workshops, how to create your LinkedIn profile, what to put on a LinkedIn profile, who should I communicate, how do I network, where are network events, things like that, or information on other programs, such as community college programs. I'm big on community programs or community college and universities. I want people to be educated, so I want them to learn about all these different programs that are offered in our area. NOVA, Youth Services. We have youth services program offered again to 17 to 24-year-olds. Information on how to supplement their income. And while they're training at JobTrain, they may get vouchers for transportation if they need assistance with that. And other programs such as part-time jobs. Yes?
What does NOVA stand for?
I don't know, I'm sorry. I know it's, has to do with unemployment, I'm not sure exactly. Yeah. And then Cañada College. We have partnered with Cañada College. They actually have 2 classrooms in our building, and what they do is attract students that are either attending classes or completing classes to come and attend classes at JobTrain, or they may even go into early childhood programs that are offered right there on our JobTrain site. Next steps. The reason why I'm here, the reason why I do outreach is to explore other opportunities to grow awareness into the community and share these services, strengthen the relationships that we have, and build new ones, explore potential partnerships, and client referral possibilities. So just to share, I actually go across 3 counties. I work mainly in San Mateo County, but I go to Alameda County as well as Santa Clara County to find clients. And you would think that we would have so many students or clients, right? But when the economy is good, the student enrollment goes down. So my position was created so that I could offer services to people within 3 different counties. For more information, you can go to jobtrainworks.org. And if you guys are interested, we have flyers in the back there on each program. Do you guys have any questions for me? Yes?
What percentage of the students that start the program completed? Are you at 80% success rate?
I believe the last time we reviewed that, it was about 83%.
How is your success rate in getting them their first jobs?
Well, I'm not sure the percentage. The success rate is pretty high. Most of the time they go off to do their hands-on training. I'm thinking right now about medical assisting in the CNA program. They go out to the hospital, they go out to the long-term care facility, they do their hands-on training, and when they're there, after a month of training, they're offered a job opportunity, typically.
You're in Menlo Park?
Yes, we're in Menlo Park.
Is there an upper age limit on your clientele?
No. There is no limit on age. I've had students come in, one lady was about 73, one of our students. Upgrading her office skills.
Jerry wants to get a twin bill.
I want to ring the bell.
There you go.
You want the candy bar? You can ring our bell if you want to be president.
Will do.
I'm ringing every week.
So
You said a lot of them are low income, so is there a application qualification to, get this for free?
No,
Let's say you come from a family that's well off that could afford it.
yeah.
Can you still apply and use the services?
So, we don't check. It's not something that we do. We invite everyone, and anyone can come to JobTrain, get training
For free.
for no cost to them.
No
Yeah.
no means to...
I try not to say free.
I know, I
And
get
the reason why is because JobTrain does pay for their
Right.
training. So
Yeah.
it's not completely free, but it's at no cost to the student. It's no cost to the client. And we don't check on how much they're earning and things like that. We
So
want
what are-
everyone to
So what
feel-
are the qualifications, or what?
So, I'm glad you asked. For the carpentry, the medical assisting program, as well as the IT support and services, it's required to have 8th to 9th grade level as far as math and English skills. And social security card and a California ID. That's it.
And do you do testing for that grade
We do.
level?
We test them when they come in for orientation every Friday morning. We do a, what's called a Wonderlic exam for those that are adults. We consider adults that are 24 or, above 24. We give them an exam called the Wonderlic. We test their English skills, and then we can see where they're at. If they need assistance, we offer free tutoring services.
Do you do a background check on them because they go to a hospital far?
Yes, we do, definitely.
So-
For those students that are interested in medical assisting or CNA, particularly, or even VMware, we do a, and I shouldn't say VMware, I should say tech companies. We do a background check to make sure that if there is a problem with their background, they address it right there and then. We also share that we can't send them out to work in a hospital, because eventually it'll pop up.
Right.
Right? So, they work on
So
that.
certain jobs, they go to a background check that's done on them.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
not all jobs, say construction, there's not a background check.
I think that they do still do a background check, but there are some things that they're a little bit more open-minded if they've already done their time and they've completed certain programs and things like that, then they're a little bit more open-minded.
On those that have been incarcerated, is there any screening, for example, if someone is incarcerated for violence or something like that? Is there any?
Students or clients that come from the county jail, or even in our culinary arts, I forgot to mention that the culinary arts program also has work furlough students or clients. They do go over their background, and if they had any violent crimes or anything like sexual assault or any kind of assault crimes, they're not allowed to come to JobTrain. And the big reason why, aside from the safety for everyone around them, but it's also because we have a child care center. Yeah.
Sorry, John.
How do you handle the drug problem in San Mateo County?
We actually, like I mentioned before, we have a clinician from Stanford on staff here, or there. She can actually refer students out. And, she often will meet with them. Like I said, they get free services, 6 visits, and she will refer them out.
Do you drug test the kids?
No, we don't.
Okay, you can get it. Yeah, John can't make it, but we can.
Well, you guys have been around since 1964, and we are, well, I know it's the first time I've heard of it.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
That's because I wasn't there.
Exactly. You weren't born and neither was I.
How long has JobTrain been here? My school.
So, I think it was on my first slide. Let me see. 53 years as JobTrain. Yep.
Keep the percentage.
For the childcare that you provide, are the teachers there part of JobTrain, or is that resource staff?
The teachers are staff, JobTrain staff.
Good.
Yeah.
And how many children can you accommodate in?
I don't know the exact number. It might be about 25.
Good.
Yeah, it's a good number.
Now, you may have said this, but how are you funded?
Through donation, through grants. We have a big fundraiser that we do every year, and I'll share this, I'll send you a link. It's actually called Breakfast of Champions, and that's happening in May, so we're really excited about that. It's a big deal because we go over, thank you, we go over each student's story. We tell the community or the people that attend a little bit about the background of a JobTrain student and their struggle from beginning to end. And then we award a student with an air flight or airline ticket to go anywhere in the world for a vacation. So there's only one student or graduate that's actually selected during the Breakfast of Champions. And that's where we get most of our fundraised money for that event. Yeah.
You might have mentioned this, so you guys are strictly service people in San Mateo County?
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
But I go across 3 different
Right,
counties
right.
to do, to outreach.
Right.
Yeah. Anyone can come to JobTrain, as long as they can get there.
Yes, okay.
We're pretty strict at, start at a certain hour, we end at a certain hour. We have to keep them organized. Yeah.
Great, let's give our guest speaker Miriam a thank you.